Have you ever looked down at your trolley at the checkout and thought, why did I put that in there? Or wondered, what's in those Amazon parcels that you'd totally forgotten you'd ordered? And what was it that convinced you that the shiny new SUV in your driveway was a good deal?
In this video, we're exposing the tricks and tactics that retailers use to encourage you to part with more cash than you'd intended to. Knowledge of these tricks will give you a money-saving edge in this capitalist world of ours. With that said, let's check it out. And by the way, we want to give a special shout out to commission-free trading platform Stake, who are sponsoring this video. Stake are the go-to investing app to buy and sell US stocks. There are thousands of stocks to choose from and they charge zero FX fees when you trade.
You only incur FX fees when you deposit or withdraw funds, rather than every time you trade, as you do on many other apps. Stake are giving away a free US stock worth up to $150 to everyone who signs up and funds within 24 hours via our offer link, linked to in the video description below. Number 1. Manipulative pricing. A lot of psychology goes into the pricing of goods and services. Products ending in 99p look cheaper since your brain focuses on the first number, the pound amount. Likewise, if shops are trying to give the impression of quality, the price will end with a zero. Ending with a random number like £5.83 or £21.22 makes the price look like it's been reduced as low as possible.
Research even shows that removing the comma makes a price appear lower. Take these two example car prices. Dealers know that the one price without the comma will sell more easily. Removing the pound sign works too. Research shows that restaurant menus that include prices without pound signs get customers to spend more than those that include them. It's like you're not spending real money.
When stores want to get really clever, they might deploy something called decoy pricing. Taking the restaurant example further, they might include a menu item that's so expensive most people wouldn't buy it, like a £30 glass of wine. But further down the menu, that £12 glass now looks more reasonable in contrast. You might get this at the cinema too, with popcorn priced £5 for a small, £6 for a medium, and £6.50 for a large. The medium only exists to make the large seem like a bargain. It's only 50p more.
Then there's anchor pricing. Say you find a jacket you like, but it costs £400, so you put it back. Then you see right next to it a similar jacket that's only £100. You snap it up even though you'd only gone in there to spend £50. This is similar psychology to the research that shows that serving a greasy cheeseburger with a salad makes you think that the burger itself has fewer calories. So if you want to remove the guilt from your gut-busting Saturday night takeaway, add a lettuce leaf.
Other pricing tricks include pound stores who price everything in store at £1 to appear cheap, even the stuff that's really only worth 50p, and stores like chocolate shops which price stuff by the gram, not the unit. That will be £3 per 100 grams please. When it turns out this means you're spending a tenner, you might be a bit miffed. Supermarkets do this too with fresh produce like fruit and veg. Packaged fruit will be priced per item, while the price for loose ones will be displayed in grams, making price comparisons impossible.
Number 2, escape the maze. 90s game show Supermarket Sweep may have been onto something. Finding your way around a supermarket is a challenge, and to keep with the game show analogies, their layouts are designed to have more in common with the Crystal Maze. They're littered with psychological cues to move you around, slow you down, focus your attention on the priciest items, and keep you from leaving.
Ever tried in vain to find the eggs in a supermarket? Supermarkets put eggs in strange places, so you end up on an Easter egg style hunt whilst walking past a ton of impulse buys. Placing essential items at the back and far away from each other conditions you to walk up and down all of the aisles each time you visit. Each aisle only has part of a meal in it. To get the whole meal, you need to burn that shoe leather. On top of that, the layout moves around every so often, like some kind of ancient Egyptian tomb. As soon as you've got the hang of a store, the pasta sauce changes aisle, and somehow a white chocolate reindeer makes its way into your trolley.
The end of the aisles are where the best deals are found, right? Wrong. This is where the best profit is to be found for the supermarket. Highly visible end aisle displays can boost sales of anything by 30%. Food and drink companies like Coke and Chicago Town pay the supermarkets a fortune to have their products on these lucrative aisle ends.
The supermarket plasters these areas with yellow and red stickers to make it look like everything's on offer, and there may even be a genuine offer in there to make the whole display look more attractive. Top tip, never buy anything from these areas and instead pick from the middle of the aisles where you'll find the same products alongside similar and probably cheaper alternatives.
Even on the normal aisles, the highest profit margin items are placed at your eye height, except for pricey kids junk food which is placed at your kids' eye height. Nothing translates to sales like a screaming toddler. Popular combinations like Doritos and salsa are placed next to each other to encourage you to buy both, and healthy fruit and veg is placed at the front of the store so you shop there first and don't feel guilty about adding that big artisan cheesecake for one to your basket later.
Then there's that warm bread smell, also employed by Subway, to make you hungry and spend more. The chocolate impulse buys by the tills, and the enormous trolleys which make you think you need to fill them. Use a basket instead?
Number 3, crazy deals. When you're offered a deal that sounds too good to be true, it usually is. The store is still making a profit on it and getting you to spend cash that you otherwise would not have done. Take bug off or buy one get one free. Prices will be set high enough to cover the so-called free item. They're a bit like multi-buys. You may end up buying 3 t-shirts for £30 when all you needed was one for £15.
You'd think those gigantic sales signs in every shop window surely can't be fooling anybody anymore, but they must be. When you go in, nothing good is ever on sale, and some people will end up buying stuff from a full price range on impulse. Another sales tactic is countdowns on sales to create a false sense of urgency, or a warning telling you there are only 3 left in stock. The classic one is Black Friday. You didn't need a new computer, but it was 60% off. And besides, there was only 30 minutes left before the deal disappeared. You've really pulled one over on Silicon Valley there.
Number 4, clicks mean cash. Online shops are no better. In a way, their tricks are even more devious. Take the use of cookies. If you've been to a site but stalled over a particular purchase, retailers may use cookies to put the price up the next time you visit the site. This happens commonly with rail fares and online holiday bookings.
The whole sales funnel of an online purchase is designed to make you spend more than you'd meant to. They will upsell at checkout, trying to get you to add other items to your basket that you didn't realise you wanted or needed until then.
If you're unsure whether to subscribe to a service, a free trial may be offered to rope you in. All you're thinking about is the word free, not the £26 a month thereafter, and certainly not the £312 a year which that translates to. And going back to those cookies again, sites use them to personalise the ads you're shown. The Guardian knows I'm interested in ETFs. You can even get bespoke deals based on your click history. 50% off a similar pair of Converse to the ones I bought a month ago. Who could say no?
And then there's the naughtiest e-commerce innovation of them all, one-click ordering. I've bought Kindle ebooks before while I thought I was still browsing, since there is absolutely no checkout process.
Number 5, installments and financing. Book your trip to New York the easy way with 24 equal installments of just £100 a month. Showing the price in installments rather than the full price is designed to make you anchor onto the smaller price subconsciously. £100 for a holiday. Buy, buy, buy.
The trick of breaking down a price into daily or weekly equivalents causes my eyes to roll right out of my head. Your subscription is the price of just 3 cups of coffee a week. Maybe 3 whipped cream and syrup monstrosities at Starbucks, but I'd get a fair few more than that out of my Tassimo machine for the price of your subscription.
The most lucrative instalment trick is played on us by the car dealership industry, who are said to make more profit from selling monthly financing deals than on the actual cars themselves.
Number 6, not showing the full price. Whenever I get a tradesman round to fix something at home or at one of my rental properties, I always have to check that he's giving me the price including VAT, and not some nonsense pre-VAT price. Normal members of the public do not have the means to claim VAT back, so when a tradesman quotes you the price on the phone, ask him about VAT before he shows up on your doorstep, spanner in hand.
When I moved house and had to pay for storage, the amount I ended up paying was in no way aligned with the far cheaper advertised price. In order to store my stuff there, I had to pay for 3 separate products: the advertised storage fees, but also insurance and even a charge for the lock. How can you have a storage unit without a lock?
Try and buy music or festival tickets online, and you'll only find out after 30 minutes of endurance typing that an admin fee, a delivery fee, and a processing fee have been shoehorned into your final price. And once you're at the festival, you'll need to factor in that in order to survive, you'll need to buy everything from the vendors on site, where burgers rarely stray below the £10 mark.
A problem in the finance world is combining an interest rate and a large fee into the cost of products like mortgages. This makes it super hard to compare providers, and the headline interest rate is what most will incorrectly look at, ignoring the fee.
Number 7, subscriptions. Get a customer to subscribe to your product and they're hooked into a cycle of repeat sales. I've got 3 £20 boxes of coffee in my garage that I don't need, but just kept arriving faster than I could drink the stuff. I eventually cancelled the subscription, but for a while, the inconvenience of having to find and then change my automatic ordering won Amazon a few extra sales.
Number 8, that will be 14 gems please. Modern video games usually have in-game purchases that you buy using their special in-game coins. They do this to confuse you, so when you buy in-game items, you have no idea what you're actually spending. There may even be multiple currencies in the game. In Clash of Clans, upgrading your castle might cost you 5,000 gold, apparently the equivalent of 14 gems. Your guess is as good as ours for what that all means in pound sterling.
Number 9, exploiting inflation. My internet provider, BT, sent me a nice little email the other day saying my bill would be going up by 3.9% above inflation. How they can justify this is beyond me. First, why would a phone company need to raise its prices just because the price of oil, corn and wheat has gone up? And second, even if that could be explained, why would it seek to raise its prices by a fixed rate above inflation, resulting in a 9.3% overall increase? To us, this is an example of daylight robbery, using scary news headlines about inflation as cover.
Question of the day: what other dirty tricks do companies use to part you from your cash? And what tricks have you fallen for? Join the conversation in the comments below. Thanks for watching! On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is moneyunshackled.com. See you next time.